Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. In this particular stream, we are going to be talking about Real Madrid have set their sights on 17-year-old Bayern star Lennart Karl. That will all be coming in 5 minutes.
Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey, hey. 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 Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey.
Hey guys, and welcome. Hopefully everybody is doing good. Welcome to the best Bayern Munich channel on YouTube. And yeah, hopefully everybody is doing good. Welcome to the Bayern View. And yeah, we're here to talk about Lennart Karl. We're here to talk about Real Madrid having their sights on Lennart Karl. And yeah, hopefully everybody goes on to enjoy. We're back, fully back. And yeah, we're here for the takeover now. We're not here to take part. We're here to take over. So bless up to everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. Smash the likes if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. Become a part of this channel by hitting that subscribe button and get involved in the content, man. The comment section is there for a reason. The live comments are there for a reason. Let's just build this community even bigger than it already is. And yeah, man. So again, we are going to be talking about Lennart Karl. But before we do talk about Lennart Karl, I want to talk about the channel just for about 20 seconds, not even that. And the reason I want to say that and reason we're doing that is because number one, we've hit 5,600 subscribers. So thank you so much. We are getting closer and closer now to 6K. We're about 400 away. So again, thank you very much for that. Muchly and greatly appreciated. We have dropped a preview this morning with red and blue PSG, the PSG fan. Make sure to go check him out. Make sure to check out that preview. It's a 37-minute long conversation, really fun conversation, to be honest with you. Normally I don't do previews. I don't like to do previews. We'll get back into the flow of them, but in general I don't normally like to do previews, but I was asked to do it. And yeah, man, it was fun. It actually was fun, and I'm not just saying that. Generally, it was fun. So yeah, man, we uploaded that. So yeah, make sure to check that out as a fun thing. We're talking about how good they are, how good we are, the big clash, everything. So go check that out if you haven't already. And now we are here to talk about Lennart Karl. So yeah, I don't really know how to feel about this whole thing, if I'm being 100% with you. We'll get it on the screen. I've also just noticed that we don't have a background at the moment, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. So we'll go over here as well. Hit with this as well. So yeah, big up. So as it says on the screen, Lennart Karl is basically being Real Madrid have their sights on him. You know what I mean? So this is what's being said. So Real Madrid have their sights on 17-year-old Bayern Munich winner Lennart Karl as their next gem of the future. The chief scout at Real Madrid, is it on Clafat, I believe how you say it, has decided he's the best young talent in Europe. Clafat's recruitment team will track Karl's progress, but there's no rush to sign him immediately, given the attacking options that Xabi Alonso currently has at his disposal. So basically, let Bayern Munich make him better, and then take him. Basically is what they're saying, what they're going to do. And I think it's funny. That they like to poise this because, Bayern Munich and Bundesliga clubs as a whole, Bayern Munich mainly because of how many wins we've had in a row, league title wise, how many titles we've had in a row. We buy the best talent, this Farmers League, blah 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 blah. It's funny that like Real Madrid realistically don't take it too many players from their own league. If you look at their team, most of their team, looking at Kylian Mbappe, he's from the French league, you know what I mean? And it's just a bit peak. Vinicius Jr. is not from the Spanish league. Yes, he was brought in young. Yes, he was developed, but he's not, you know what I mean? And I know that they are also looking and linked with Harry Kane, which we'll talk about in due time. We're not going to talk about that one today because we could be here generally for the next 7 hours talking about this and that. And I agree, even though Catalan is a Barcelona fan, he actually does spit truth here in the fact that their academy realistically isn't what it should be, which is funny because taking other talents is a bit of a thing. Look, they took Trent Alexander-Arnold, they've taken Bale before, they've taken Cristiano before, Modric before, Kroos before. You know what I mean? Like, who actually is a player that's come up from their youth? I guess Vinny would be the only one that I can think of. So yeah, how do I feel about this post? How do I feel about them taking Lennart Karl? I don't really think anything of it, to be honest with you. I have no reason to think anything of it, because I don't see it happening. We've already got this thing, which we actually released a short on the channel earlier. With the whole when he turns 18, obviously he's 17 years old right now. When he turns 18, we'll have a proper professional contract there. So, we'll look at that in due course. He's going to be, an adult. He'll go into a professional contract. We'll sign him on a contract, so on. He's German, which helps. It really, really does help. Bayern Munich has always been his dream. He's come up through our ranks and he's done freaking amazing, to be honest with you. It is funny that the only goals he is really scoring as of recent with his chances that he's been given as bangers. But we take it. It is what it is. We will take it. So yeah, man, I'm here for it. And if that is what needs to happen in the fact of us, having him scoring bangers, then I'll take it. But he'll get better. Obviously, he's behind Elise at the moment in the pecking order. But the fact that he can play on the left, the fact that he can play on the right, the fact that he can play at the 10, I don't see it as a bad thing why these clubs are linked with him, to be honest with you. I don't. Straight up with it. Now, he obviously, like I said, is 17. He's about to sign he has signed a brand new deal, but because he's 17, it doesn't count, if that makes any sense. So instead, what will happen basically is the fact that they're going to have it where he will basically sign a professional deal when he hits 18, like I just said. But yeah, I'm cool with it. He's a squad player at this moment. He's an important player. It's actually kind of funny as well. I don't want to speak too much about the PSG game because that video is there for you guys, so make sure to check it out if you haven't already. I was actually talking to Red and Blue PSG, and it's funny because we were talking like, does Company try to go ballsy in this game and play Lennart Karl, or will we go with Gnabry, so on and so forth? You know what I mean? Which is interesting. Now I'm going to have another preview out closer to the game, talking about the game and so on and so forth. But that is obviously talking from a Bayern fan's perspective with a PSG fan. So we will do the other preview. We're going to get back into the flow of making content for you guys fully. And yeah, man, I want to make this the biggest and best Bayern channel going. So yeah, smash the subscribe button, smash the likes, all of this. But what a game that is going to be. In general, what a game that is going to be. It's going to be crazy. It really, really is. It really is going to be crazy. So yeah, like I said, 17-year-old, 22nd of February 2008, which is kind of crazy to think about that, because I always, you always feel young, but obviously Father Time never stops. The clock keeps ticking, so it is what it is. But yeah, he's got a goal in the Champions League. He's got a goal in the Bundesliga. He's got an assist in the Bundesliga as well, which is nice. His one of his main dreams is to go to the World Cup in America. I do think Julian Nagelsmann will call him up. Personally, being selfish, I would like if he wasn't called up. Again, because I'm being selfish, there is no if, buts, or maybes about it. Like that just is why I don't want him to go. But yeah, overall, I'm with it. I really am with it. In this. But yeah, again, Real Madrid have set their sights on 17-year-old Bayern Munich winger Lennart Karl as their next future gem. Their chief scout of Real Madrid, Horn Calafat, I believe so his name, has decided he's the best young talent in Europe, which I agree with. I really do. I don't think you can really. Is there really anybody in Europe that touches Karl right now? I know people will say Yamal, but Yamal is not. He's not on the market. You know what I mean? You would have to do a Saudi takeover, or do what PSG did to even take him from Barcelona. That's just not going to happen. So I do believe that Karl is the best young talent on the market in that sense. Now, he's not on the market. Bayern Munich haven't put him on the market, but in that sense, if that makes any sense. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, it says Kavat's recruitment team basically will track him. They're going to look at his progress, so on and so forth. But they're not going to try to go in for him anytime soon because of what Xabi Alonso has at his disposal, which, you've got Arda Güler, you've got Brahim Diaz, sorry. You've got, Mbappe, Vinny, so on. So, yeah. This is why you give youngsters a chance, because you never know. This kid could be the future of football. Fully, I agree, fully. And that's, I don't like to give Barcelona credit, but you do have to. That is one of the reasons why you have to give them credit in that sense, in the fact that, they do really good with their youth. You know what I mean? And that's something I want Bayern Munich to do more. Like, if we look at the talent ID right now and the Bayern players as a whole right now, let's have a look. Let's go teams, first team. Right here, let's go share the screen instead. Is this on the screen? It is, okay. And this is the thing. These two lads here, they're both super young. And I want one of them to be the next Neuer. Now, I want them to be the first of themselves, but in the sense of being the best keeper in the world, so on, or even a quality keeper that's brilliant on his day. Because, going up to, it's like saying someone's the next Messi or someone's the next Ronaldo, you know what I mean? Like, Neuer is that in that conversation of position, obviously not goal-wise, obviously. But yeah, like these two, we've got Alphonso Davies. Now, he's already done a lot in his young career because of when he was brought in. But again, another player I want to focus on. We've got Stanisic, another player that can get even better. Dayot Upamecano is another player. Now, he's not super young. He's actually 26, I believe. So, he's going into his prime where these lads are younger. But again, we go with Tom Bishop. That assist that he had for Serge Gnabry's goal was brilliant. You know what I mean? And again, this is another reason we need to build off this youth. Now, obviously, Jamal Musiala is a young player, but he's already hit heights that we don't need to speak about, him as, being not necessarily the future. He kind of already is. He is the poster boy in that sense. You will talk about Neuer, you will talk about Kimmich, you will talk about Thomas Muller, even though he's not with us anymore, because he's obviously at a different club. But like that, he's got the 10 shirt and everything. Alexander Pavlovich, Karl, two, again, really young players. You've got Kusi Araser. He's not on this list, but Kusi Araser, you've got Wisdom Mike, you've got all of these other lads, you know what I mean? So that generally is my thing. So yeah, super happy with Karl, super happy with team and everything. But this doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. At the end of the day, to stay on top, you've got to take the best players from the best young talent from this and this. So do I sit here worried? No. Some might say, yeah, you should be, but for what? You know what I mean? Like, generally for what? He's about to sign a new deal when he does turn 18, which I know I've said about a gazillion times, but it's true. When he does turn 18, he will, sign a brand new deal because it goes into a professional contract where right now, I don't know what it is classed of right now because he's underage, because he's obviously still allowed to play with the main team, the main squad and so on. I don't know if it's something to do with like, I want to say it's like a, what the hell is it called when you apprenticeship, but I don't think that counts in football. You know what I mean? Because normally what an apprentice does is they're learning on the job, where he is a footballer and has been for a long time. So I don't really know how it works. Not I don't care about money. I don't care about what he's earning. But like in that sense. So yeah, again, I'm not worried whatsoever. I really am not worried whatsoever. So yeah, I'm sit here happy. You know what I mean? I'm happy that, these clubs are looking at him. Obviously, you've got to have one eye on the prize, and you can't allow us to get worse as a team and so on, because then maybe he will want to leave, in the future. Obviously, I hope not. But you know what I mean. So I'm with it. It is what it is. We move. They're looking at him. Cool. They can admire from the back. You know what I mean. Those in the back seats back there. You know what I mean. They can admire from there. So yeah, realistically, am I worried? No. I just dropped my card. Damn it. I'm not worried whatsoever. But yeah, big up to everybody. I do hope everybody's doing good. You know, we're going to have more streams on the channel. We're going to have more videos on the channel. Obviously, we have the live streams on the channel like this right now, as well as videos, as well as shorts and everything. So, yeah, man, I want to make this the best channel. When you think of Bayern Munich, you think of the Bayern View. You know what I mean? Of course, you can go and get the actual exclusives from the Bayern Munich official YouTube channel. But yeah, just collecting all of the fans. You know what I mean? We've got a Barca fan in here. We've got a Liverpool fan in here. You know what I mean? So when you think of the Bayern content, you think of the Bayern View. Now, bless up to everybody else that is making Bayern content. This isn't one of those where I'm like having a go at anyone. I'm not. But I just want to be the best. I want to strive to be the best. And I think that is the best way to be. So yeah, man. Bless up to everybody. Plan for the rest of the day, my people. I'm gonna have another, I don't know if we do a video or a stream later, but we definitely have something. I'm gonna get back into doing shows as well with others, so we will definitely have some more Bayern shows, most definitely, because obviously we're the Bayern fans, but I do want to bring some other people on, which will be like good interactive shows for myself and the guest, but at the same time, you know, for you guys to enjoy, you know what I mean? Because yeah, I could sit here and talk about Bayern for the next 72 different years. You know, it you know, gets a bit stale at some senses. So yeah, but yeah, Lennart Karl, Real Madrid, doesn't surprise me. Does not surprise me whatsoever that he's linked there. It is what it is. It is what it is. We move. I don't, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if PSG were looking at him. Wouldn't surprise me if Barca looking at him, even though they've got a brilliant youth setup and everything. But, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if Man United, Man City were looking at him. Cool. You're looking at him. Look then. You know what I mean? Amaya from the fucking sideline. You know what I mean? Because I generally don't care. So, yeah, that basically is how I feel. On that, to be honest with you. But yeah, big up to everybody. Hopefully everybody is doing good. Make sure if you haven't already to smash up those likes. We will have another stream for you guys most definitely today, as well as maybe a video. So yeah, bless up. Thank you everybody. And until then, we'll see you on the next one. Miasa mia. Peace out.